Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Late to Work podcast. My name is Parker, your host, and thank you so much for being here today. It is a beautiful morning in Michigan, and we're just getting into September, and it's good so far. Honestly, we have the best falls. Like, summer is pretty cool in Michigan, but also fall is just awesome here. And right off the bat, let's jump into the first guest for today. Her name is Rese. Rese has already submitted before, and she has something to say about coffee shops. She works at a coffee shop, and she's got a story to share about some customers. So, Rese, take it away.
Hey, this is Rese again, this time with a little work story. So I'm a barista, and I love it. I like being busy and experimenting with the ingredients, and especially talking to people and making connections and stuff like that. So I love my job, but sometimes I seriously wonder what happens to people's brains when they walk through the doors of a store and become a customer. The other day, my partner I was working with was on the register, and I was the one making drinks. We had a little rush of like 8 people who had ordered and were waiting for drinks. So I go to hand one off and I call it out. It was a venti white mocha frappuccino, and a customer grabs it and is like, my white mocha was supposed to be hot. And I look at my queue of drinks. His tall, hot white mocha was the last one in line. So I'm like, that's for someone else. Yours hasn't been made yet. Like, why would you think that I would make a large blended ice drink instead of your small hot drink? And why would you assume that your drink is going to come out immediately after you order, even though there's clearly 8 people waiting for drinks? Like, come on, dude. You're not the only one in here. I don't get it.
And we're back. Thank you so much for sharing, Rese. I'm sorry you had that occurrence. I've worked in some customer service shops before, and just the weirdest stuff happens. Like, I worked at a fireworks shop, and I think it was twice it happened. Maybe, I know for sure once, where a guy came in with a cigarette, and it was lit, and it's like, dude, can you process that just a little bit? Like, think about what you're doing. I mean, you can go to jail for that, I think. It's like bringing a gun into a school, essentially. Like, you could kill everyone in there. So, yeah, I connect with you, Rese, and sorry that happened. Also, nothing against Starbucks or anything. I love Starbucks. We do the Starbucks gift card giveaway with this podcast, but they always keep it cold. It's always super cold, and I know a lot of places do keep their places cold, but still, it's like, to a certain degree, you guys, I mean, maybe you just want people to leave quicker, or maybe it's just nicer for the workers, but I end up bringing a sweatshirt to Starbucks in the summer because it's just so freaking cold. So I'm not a huge fan of the coldness. I wish if they could just make it a little more lukewarm, that'd be nice. That'd be awesome, and I'd like it a lot more. Another thing with shops is, like, when you check out, some places have these new displays. Like, there's all sorts of different payment methods, those little screens you can swipe on, and they're all diversified now. Like, there's no more standard, which kind of sucks. So it seems like every new shop that pops up, they have a new method of that system. So you can go up and you can swipe your card, or you could go up and maybe, like, you only insert your card, or you insert it vertically, or you don't know the orientation. So it's always different. And then with Apple Pay, that's a whole new story. Sometimes you got to tap your phone on the right side of the screen or the left side. And another thing is, like, you don't know if the screen you're seeing is a touch screen or not, or if you need a pen for it, or if it's just buttons. So you do that awkward thing, you, like, touch it just to see if anything happens. You accidentally tap the wrong thing, you hit cancel, and you're like, I'm sorry, you gotta rescan my stuff, or whatever. Or you accidentally hit a huge tip and you gotta apologize. Like, I did not mean to give you that much money. You're good, you're just not that good. So it's I don't know, 2 little things I feel like they could fix. Maybe just create a standard across all those payment methods would be really nice. So, I don't know. Thanks for joining us today, and I hope you have a great Thursday, and I will catch you next Tuesday. Have a good weekend.